What's up? Welcome back to fucking Dude's Podcast, aka Dude's World. How are we doing today? What is it? Wednesday? Yeah, hump day, good day. Anyway, it's Wednesday, some date of June in the year 2020. Crazy times. Oh yeah. Welcome to the high times. But no, on the side note, I do want to talk about some serious shit. Everybody wants to talk about the system and shit like that. Also, I don't get paid for it yet, but cherry vanilla Coca-Cola, thirst quenching. Anyway, on a serious note, I do want to talk about foster care system and just kids across the board in general. Because let's face it, the system is failing them miserably. So on an annual basis, there's over 400,000 kids within the foster care system. Ooh, can't talk. Anyway, annually, 400,000 kids are in the foster care system. 30,000 of them age out annually. So what that means is, as of now, there's roughly 30,000 17-year-olds in the foster care system sitting there wondering why they weren't good enough to be adopted or even have adults, quote-unquote, pretend to be their fucking parents. You know, like, they never really got to have that family atmosphere, per se. You know, and it's a shitty feeling to have. But anyway, there's 30,000 of them that are just sitting there pondering the thoughts, not ready to be out in society, have no life skills ready. They're just not ready for it. Anyway, 30,000 of them age out yearly. After 4 years of aging out, 70% of them will be on government assistance. That means there will be 21,000 kids within 4 years of aging out of the foster care system not doing shit with their life because they don't know shit. All they know is to keep your bags packed. You're not going to be here that long. Don't make friends. Like, they have no life skills. So 70% are on fucking welfare and government assistance. 25% of them don't even fucking graduate high school. Like, that's 7,500 kids yearly not graduating. Why? Because they don't have resources. They don't have the guidance that's needed. Anyway, 12% or less of those 30,000 yearly will ever get a degree. Fuck it, dude. I graduated high school and I still don't have a degree. But I don't know. Anyway, guys, do the math. So every 10 years, we're like, what is it? 300,000, I guess it is. Fuck, my math's that fucked off. Anyway, we're just pumping out people to society that A, can't contribute, B, won't contribute, C, don't know how. And everyone, like, that's why society's shit, people. It's because we don't take care of it. It's fucking unreal. You know, everyone's worried about their own fucking shit when actually their own fucking shit in the grand scheme of life is just that shit. It's trivial. It has no value in the grand scheme of life. I feel as an adult, we have an obligation and a duty to these kids to help them, guide them. You know, I was in the fucking foster care system for roughly 2.5, 3 years before getting adopted. Thankfully. Do I agree with everything? Fuck no. I have my differences. But I'm here. I'm alive. And I'm better for it. And I'm able to fucking tell my story and hopefully help the next individual. Or an individual. A individual. However you say it. Kinda high. Don't give a shit right now. But yeah, no, I don't agree with everything. But at the end of the day, I did gain a set of morals, compass. Like, I know what's right, what's wrong, what I expect of myself. What I expect of myself exceeds any expectation any of you guys could have. I strongly feel that each individual should expect more out of themselves than what society expects out of them. It's not that hard to hold yourself to a higher standards, but it's also easy not to, because society doesn't hold you to that very high standards. So it is what it is. What you doing over there, dude? Fucking dog sounds like Tinkerbell. Tink, 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 tink. Anywho. So here's a little rundown about the foster care system to let you know how fucked it is, to be honest. I don't know how much more fucked it is now than I was in it, but I do know that every time you move schools, or not you, but every time a child within the foster care system moves schools, he or she then falls behind 4 to 6 months each move. On average, you move 1 to 2 times a year. So you're looking at kids going into fucking schools after being moved from this house to that house, mentally traumatized, emotionally traumatized, not knowing what the fuck is up and which way's down. And you expect them to sit down and fucking just excel in school. How about we ask why? Why is this child averaging lower grades than his peers or her peers? Why? Why is a simple fucking question? You ask why when it has no fucking value, but when it needs to be asked, why is never found? Why? Is it tough to ask why? Yeah, it is. The best conversations are the toughest conversations. You don't learn shit talking about last weekend's shenanigans. I got kicked out of 6 preschools for the definition of being a bad child. Well, from my point of view, where I'm sitting, I don't think I was a bad child. I think I was safe to say a troubled child. I mean, after you bounce around from home to home, foster home to children's home, each individual or set of individuals at every location gives you the same bullshit spiel that the last place gave you. You're safe. You have nothing to worry about. We're going to take good care of you. But they don't read you the fucking fine print. And fine print is all of that is in the contingents that you just sit there and don't do shit. Don't be a kid. Don't express your emotions that you have no idea what they fucking are or what they even mean at the moment. Like, people, foster care system's fucked. They look at it as a job. It's not a job. It should be a privilege, a right to take in someone's child that was not wanted, and to love them, teach them the ways of life, the important shit. I don't get it, people. And that's just the foster care system, man. Like, kids are fucked all across the board. I'm sure not many of you know who Gabriel Fernandez is, or was. Anyway, Gabriel Fernandez was an 8-year-old boy out of California who was not in the foster care system, was never taken out of his home, but was beaten and abused by his mom and her boyfriend until he was killed by his mom and her boyfriend. Anyway, Gabriel had gone to school, I guess, multiple times. One time, he had asked his teacher if it was normal to bleed in reference to getting hit with the metal belt. She had made a minor report, if you will. I say minor because it did nothing. Anyway, fast forward, he came back to school, I guess. another time with bloodied lip, hair missing out of his scalp. And his lovely teacher had asked him what happened, and he said his mom beat him. And there again, made a minor report. Why minor? Because nothing was fucking done. People just sit on their ass and don't do shit. Do your fucking job. You want a paycheck? Do your fucking job. It's not that hard. Do your fucking job. Anyway, he'd made multiple reports, different occasions, to different adults. And he was never taken out of custody. Never. Never taken out of the house. Why? Why was he not taken out, people? Like, is it really that hard to interfucking-vene? Not to mention, her own family had told the court within the custody battle of him or whatever not to basically grant her custody because she's not fit. But yet, she was granted custody. You failed. You failed at your fucking job. You're fired. If you don't have the adequate resources, if you're not adequately trained, don't do the fucking job. Go get the adequate fucking education. Stop just doing shit for a paycheck and not giving a fuck about your fucking job. Like, people, the fucking kids of today are the voices in the future of tomorrow. Yeah, my generation, our time's like now. But in the next 10, 15 years, our time will be done. It'll be up to the next generation to fucking take over and make sure the fucking shit's still rolling right. And clearly, present time shows shit's not rolling right. The system is fucked. Society is fucked up. And you ask, well, how do you fix society? Fix your shit. Fix your household. Fix what the fuck you can fix. And in return, fix will trickle down and fix everything. Therefore, society will fix itself. We, the people, make up society. Society can't just fix its fucking self, people. I don't get it. We bitch, moan, complain about change, but then we sit there and do nothing when it comes time to actually do shit. I challenge anyone that watches this to fucking give a shit about other shit than themselves. It's cool to give a shit about yourself, like you have to. I'm not saying don't. But if you think about it, we're fucking ants in the grand scheme of life. We only make up a minute part of life. Oh, it's crazy, man. People, whatever the fuck you are. Fuck. Anyway, if y'all are wondering what I smoke, as of now I smoke a lot of White Widow. It's pretty fucking good. It's creative, mind thinking, powerful burst of energy. But let me tell you what, it has a fucking crash. You'll be good for about an hour and then you'll fucking wake up 2 hours later like, man, that was a good nap. Weed's good though, people. Weed's awesome. Oh shit. Oops. Sorry about that. But no, people, like, it's easy to get caught up in your own life. Obviously, I don't have kids. I have a dog and cat, so it's easy for me to preach to you when I don't have a kid or kids. But being in the system and growing up the way I grew up, I've led 1,000 lives within a life. Seen a lot of shit. I've done a lot of shit. And not a lot of it good shit. None of it as of until lately. So Um, comes down to want, how bad you want to better your life. Um, just how bad you want shit. Like, it's not that hard. You either want it or you don't. If you want it, fucking do something. Um, if if you say you want it and you don't do shit, well, how bad did you want it? Not very bad. Anyway, people, I'm not gonna sit here and preach to you all fucking day, but yeah, I do challenge you guys to fucking take a second and look outside your world. There's a bigger world out there. Um, there's a lot of bullshit going on, a lot of shit no one talks about. Gabriel Fernandez actually has a documentary on Netflix, and it was #1 in the nation up until the week that Tiger King came out, and it fell off the face of the fucking earth. That alone should tell you that our society's priorities, or what we give two shits about, might be a little fucked up. Talking about women and their rights today. Talking about tying tubes. You guys realize that women have to have a fucking guy's signature to have her tubes tied? Very rarely will a woman be able to get her tubes tied without a man's signature. Even a couple of females. How do you say that? Anyway, a lesbian couple, I don't know if that's politically correct. If it is, cool. If not, sorry. Anyway, lesbian couples still generally have to have a guy's signature to have tubes tied. Like, what the fuck? If the chick wants her tubes tied, tie the fucking tubes. You're probably doing society a fucking positive. Like, tie the motherfucking tubes. You don't need a goddamn guy's signature. It just shows that men have to have fucking power of everything. Even though women have rights, they're still with contingencies. And it's 2020. You know? There's so much wrong with the system. My girl says go vote. Go vote. I don't know. But most of all, let your voice be heard. Everyone has a voice. Use it. You don't have to be a celebrity or a fucking sports player to fucking have a platform. Yeah, our platform's not the biggest, but with a little work, determination, it'll get there. Your voice will be heard. Just speak up. It's better to speak up and be not misunderstood, but it's just better to speak up than not speak up at all. With that being said, have a kick-ass day.